A new Yahoo Sports survey indicates Americans are deeply divided about the ongoing national anthem protest in the NFL. 44% of NFL fans claim they'll stop watching the NFL if the protests continue. Liars. They're liars. You're going to stop watching the NFL? You're the guy that answers the survey and says, I've never watched porn. It made $9 billion last year. Stop it. And the media cracks me up. First of all, I've seen the research. This morning it came out on Kaepernick and how America feels. 47% oppose and 32% support, and 15% are neutral. Well, if you take the 15% neutral and you lump them into the support, it's 47-47. That's the way our election's going to work. That's very, very healthy. Remember, neutral is always closer to support than oppose. If you told me, would you like arsenic for breakfast? I'd be like, I'm opposed. Would you like cantaloupe? I'd be like, I'm neutral. You could talk me into cantaloupe, though. You couldn't talk me into arsenic, which, by the way, is what my boss has offered me Monday for breakfast. Probably a sign I'm not in their long-term plans. The point being is that this has all been healthy, and it's not as divisive as everybody says, and 44% rating crashes in the NFL are not going to happen. And it was so interesting. Sometimes I look at the American media, and I don't understand how they can't see the obvious stuff. So NFL ratings are down like 10%. And I can just see them. They're all arguing about what it is. Oh, it's got to be the Kaepernick thing. It's not the Kaepernick thing. It's the Trump-Hillary thing. That's why the Olympics were off 15%. It's why ESPN's most popular shows, PTI and Around the Horn, are off 15%. It's why sports programming, especially afternoon, late afternoon and night, is off 15%. It's not about Kaepernick. It's because Trump and Hillary, CNN, up. Fox News, up. NBC, way, way up. Listen, presidential cycles every 4 years steal some audience. It's just like every 4 years we get the Olympics and they steal some audience for other sports networks. Trump and Hillary, they're going to have a debate, I think, next Monday. Obama and Romney got 70 million. This could get 90 to 100 million people. So, I never really trust surveys. And if you believe there's going to be a 44% ratings dip in the NFL because of Kaepernick, you're lost. That is not going to happen. And I would argue, for instance, right now the NFL's off 10%. But you know where it's not off? Fox. So why would the NFL numbers be down everywhere except Fox? I want you to think about this. So it's not hurting us. Why would that be? It's interesting, right? Like, if it was Kaepernick, it would hurt us more than anybody because Kaepernick plays in the NFC. So you're going to see San Francisco games. Seattle's been a protesting team. Philadelphia's been many of the protesting teams are NFC teams. But why aren't our ratings down 10%? Why are we even? Dak Prescott. The Cowboys are the most popular team in America, and this Dak Prescott story is fascinating. Every Monday, it's all I can talk about. Every Monday, it's all my Twitter's filled with. Every Monday, it's all my calls. So Dak Prescott, in an election year, when everybody's numbers, Olympics, NFL, PTI, Around the Horn, legacy programming, been around 20 years, it's all off. The Dak Prescott Cowboy story is keeping the NFC ratings. We have the NFC. We've got Dallas. We've got the Cowboys. That's why. For the record, the AFC's on CBS. Brady's not playing and Manning retired. Your two biggest rock stars. That's not helping CBS's ratings at all. And Monday Night Football ratings are down. Why? Because the games have been terrible. We have Dak. We have Dallas. Our numbers are flat. If we didn't have Dallas, potentially our numbers would be down. It's a Hillary thing. It's not a Cap thing. People, for years and years in this business, I've had fans say, I'll never listen again. I'll never listen again. That's the guy that sends me 30 tweets a week. I'll never listen to this game because of this announcer. I've worked at 3 different networks. I worked at NBC years ago. I worked at 4, actually. NBC, I worked at ABC, ESPN. I worked here at Fox, and I worked at Fox in Tampa. Here's what you find out about announcers. as good as they are, Al Michaels, Joe Buck, as good as they are, Jim Nantz, Mike Tirico, as good as they are, Bob Costas, all these guys, they don't affect ratings.